Hey, what's good, y'all? What's good? We back on the. This is the first.
We don't have a name for it yet.
We don't have a name for it yet, but it's the Armada podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Nicholson. I'm sitting right here with Georgia Martin. Everybody give her a round of applause. You might know her from skating with Toy Machine and cruising around Grayson and shit. You know, you see her around town.
Eastland sometimes.
Eastland,
lately,
you know how it goes.
Because of COVID.
Yeah, Eastland's a good spot, though.
Yeah. Hopefully
how you doing today, Georgia?
Good.
You're
just got back from. It was Halloween yesterday.
Yep.
Just got back from NC State.
Pretty wild night.
Yeah.
It was a full blue moon. It was crazy.
It was. I saw it. It was crazy. Did you see it?
I did. When I was out skating for a little bit.
But I haven't been able to skate because I heel.
Yep. Heel bruise.
You got
Both
one
of
too.
us, yeah. It's like a foot bruise.
Yeah. It's awful.
Both Georgia and I have bad feet. You know, I got flat ass feet. It's just
I don't know what's wrong with mine.
You thrash and you skate hard.
I'm trying.
You know? Speaking of, you've been skating with Toy Machine recently?
Yes.
A little bit?
They were in town for how long? Like a week, I would say.
Do you know what they were in town for?
I think, so Foundation. I think Foundation's filming for a part.
I heard Foundation.
So it was Foundation and Toy Machine.
Okay.
But what?
King of the Road? Is it King of the Road?
I don't know.
I think it is King of the Road.
Mike was joking about it, but I don't know.
This might be some toxic shit.
They try to keep that stuff under wraps.
Yeah, it's like secret kind of. But Quasi was.
But I didn't hear anybody talking about it, so I don't know. But yeah, we saw Quasi. They were skating in the courthaus downtown.
Really?
Yeah.
I missed them. I was supposed to go see him.
Yeah, dang. You didn't? They never pulled up to Eastland?
Never pulled up.
Gosh. But yeah, so I skated with them. I think it was a good time.
Yeah.
A lot of new spots. I literally have never been. I probably knew one of the spots we went to. The rest of them I'd never been to.
What was the favorite spot you went to?
Probably the post that the clip that I posted.
What is it? It's a loading dock to like a little
it's perfect.
out rail?
Do you skate Goofy regular?
Regular.
Regular?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel like Goofy would be way better because you could hit board sides or feebles.
Yeah.
The rail's really long though. It's kind of scary.
I've seen it in videos and it's like.
It's like perfect. The height is perfect, but everything else.
And it's one of those things where in my head I'm like, oh yeah, I could front fit to this, but.
But really,
when you
get
if I
there,
tried, it's like I'd probably get scared.
Yeah. It's pretty scary. It took me a while to.
Who was your favorite to watch? If you could pick one out of everybody.
Leo's pretty sick. I think Leo's sick because he's the oldest, right? Yeah, he's the oldest.
He's kind of like an OG on the team. At least now he is, I believe.
Yes. But who else?
Julian was pretty sick.
Yeah,
Julian.
He's sick. He skates for Foundation.
Julian. He just got on, right?
Yep.
He's is he from NC? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think any of them were except for Mike.
I know. I've seen him. He works at Woodward.
Yes.
Julian works at Woodward. Yeah. I've seen him on some videos.
Yeah, dude. He's been killing it lately. Who else?
Was Corey Glick there?
No, he wasn't.
Like
CJ Collins. He rips.
Collins there.
He messed up his ankle though, so he wasn't able to skate that much.
I was wondering. I saw he was chilling a lot.
Yeah.
I just saw him in the van when I went to Eastland. So.
Yeah, he ripped up Eastland, dude. He was insane. Favorite recent video part?
Oh man, I watched a lot of skate videos. I have to think about that. I actually was recently. I've been watching a lot of older skate videos.
Okay.
And I was watching Eastern Exposure. You ever seen it?
No, I haven't.
You should watch it. Eastern Exposure. It is.
It is.
I think it's 1990s.
Oh wow. Is it sick?
It is. Tim O'Connor. You know Tim O'Connor? I like this part a lot.
I'm trying
really
to think.
Good style.
Trying to think. You ever seen Gizmo? It's like the girls' Nike video.
Yes.
I think that's my favorite recent video part.
Did they drop that in 2019 or 2020?
It was 2019.
2019.
I think it was 2019.
And then it was who? It was. I know it was like a lot of.
It was a
girls.
lot, but it was like Letitia was in there.
Lacey Baker had a full part.
Lacey had a full part.
Okay.
Who
Letitia.
else? Just a whole girl, like all the Nike.
If I remember correctly, they have a lot of. I've noticed Nike has a lot of Australian riders.
Yes, they do.
So I think a lot of the Australian females are on the team.
They all ripped too.
Yeah,
and dude, the filming, really like the way they put together that video was insane. Like, it was so nice.
Nike always, they got expensive.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. But I was trying to think. You said you're one of, yours was an older video part, so I'm trying to think of something. Andrew Reynolds, his video parts are always the best.
Yep, good video parts.
I'm trying to think of one.
There's
that stood out to me.
I just started watching recently. His name is Gershon Mosley.
Okay, I don't think I've ever heard of him.
You ever heard of A-Team?
Yeah.
He's part of A-Team.
Okay.
And I was watching his video parts. I love his shit.
Dang.
It's really good stuff.
What's the Andrew, like, you probably don't know this. I don't know who would. He did a switch frontside flip down like a 4 block. You know what video part that was in? I was watching it the other night and I can't remember the name.
Stay Gold?
Was it
Stay Gold? Yeah,
Okay.
it was Stay Gold. That I think is my favorite video
B-sides.
part.
I remember watching the B-sides. When I first started skating, I would just watch the B-sides all the time.
I watched a documentary on Andrew, and he has like.
Really?
Have you ever like looked into him or anything? He has like.
A little bit. I watched his non-club interview.
Yeah.
So I knew a little bit.
He's got like a little bit of OCD, or not a little bit. He's got OCD, and like before he'll do a trick, he has like this whole entire routine of like tapping and like putting his board down, and it's insane.
There's actually a video called it's like Andrew Reynolds in the Madness or some shit.
I watched that. Yeah.
And it's just a video of him just rolling up. He'll roll up to a rail like 20 times. Like, you good?
Yeah.
You good?
Ask
Y'all
all
good?
the filmers like, y'all straight? Y'all straight? Yeah. I like literally. I think I learned so much about him. I watched one video and one night I just like kept watching all these documentaries, and because it's really cool to like, because you can see it if you go and watch his video parts, like you can see the stuff he does, you know, and it's like, dang.
It's kind of comforting too to like when you watch professionals or just any skater at a really good level or really high level, when they have little
things,
like shit like that.
Because everybody has them.
Yeah,
you know?
and it just shows that it's like
it's normal.
The skating shit isn't
exactly.
easy. You know, there's hella good skaters and people can do shit easy, but
really like there's a lot of work put into it.
Even the pros filming a video part, that takes a mental toll.
Oh yeah.
You filming a video part?
I'm trying. Now I got this heel. It's messed up. I'm trying.
You
Mike
got a lot
and
of clips recently?
Yeah, I mean, Zebo, you know Zebo. Shout out to
Skated
Zebo.
with Zebo.
Yep, he's
what
the
up,
best.
Zebo?
Yeah.
How you doing, bro?
But yeah, so I've been filming with him lately.
Yeah.
And we've gotten some clips. Not as much as I wanted to, because this video part for exposure was supposed to be done. I think it's the 12th, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it. Kind of bummed out, but
it's all good, though.
I'm thinking just like making a full part now, and just like not even like screw exposure. Well, I really want to do it, but like my heel, I don't think I'm gonna be able to. So I think I'm just gonna make a full part because I need one. I don't have anything out.
And you can just take the clips that you have and just kind of build off.
Yeah, exactly. Or just throw them on the Instagram and then just start from scratch.
Sure,
like,
you could do that. Have some good little Insta clips.
Yep. So kind of sucks.
Yeah,
so you know the Noda church rail. I don't know. Have you ever been to the spot?
Yeah, that's right. I remember you showed me the video.
Yep.
It's at the church, and it's like, it's silver, and it's got the little knob.
You want me to show them? My mom's calling me. It was at the Noda church rail. I think that's what it's North some church.
It's in Noda for sure. Because I remember I was like, I used to search around for it, and I remember there was a night when I literally was like, it is.
It has the other it has the other rail too. It's like on a 4-stair, and it's a little bit shorter.
I haven't seen that one.
But then it goes like right into the wall. So like right when you land, you gotta like hop off your board.
I think literally the worst part about that rail has to be the rollaway. The rollaway is just like, because the roll up is like smooth, but then the rollaway is just like chunky, all gritty. Yeah.
So we pulled up there. It was actually my mom with me. I was like, Mom, will you just come with me so you can film this? And she's like, yeah, I'll come. And so the people, like, they were like, I think they're doing construction there. They're like redoing something, and they were like, you can't skate here. Like, this is like whatever. So it was like fast. Like we were trying to get in and like trying to wait for them to go inside. And, like we were like trying to whatever because they were trying to kick us out. And so I got onto the rail first time, and I was like, oh, I got this easy. And then I like went to no slide, and then my foot like bonked over the rail. I just like slammed on my heel.
Yep.
And that's where I am now.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, it hurts. I didn't think I did anything. It was really my hands. Like I reopened that cut.
Yep.
And then I stepped, and I was like, oh.
It's hard to tell with that type of stuff sometimes.
Yeah, it takes time for it to.
You don't realize it until you start trying to move.
And then it's like, oh god, that's bad. You know when it's bad, like when you have to like limp or like
Yeah, that's the worst.
The pain stays for more than like 10 minutes. Because like usually like if you just like roll your ankle and it's like not bad. Dang. So I thought I got on the Andy Anderson.
Nope, not on the Andy Anderson. I had a little drip at you. I'm sorry.
If like usually like you can just like tweak your ankle really fast and then like after 10 minutes it'll be fine,
Yeah.
But those injuries that stick and then you wake up the next morning and they're still like they're worse.
Or you'll see the bruise or it's
and you're like, oh god,
whatever.
I'm out for a month now. Here we go again. But luckily I haven't had any bad injuries like that often. Like I just have a few.
It's half and half for me. Sometimes I'll go through phases when I get injured, but I feel like an old man all the time. I skate, and then after a session,
I have the worst back. I get so sore, It's awful. Like sitting here right now, like my back's just so bad.
I'm supposed to be sitting up straight. I know, me too.
I know we were talking about this, but I feel like everyone would be like, "Why these?" Like I feel like they look so weird. That's how my mom says. Like every.
Speaking of, so I know you say like your mom helps you film a lot of clips.
All the time, but I don't let people know that. But now everybody.
Well,
knows.
either way.
No, I'm playing.
I was gonna ask is like, did she have any influence on you starting to skate, or has she just always been kind of supportive of it?
Not really. So my best friend, Ben Knight, you know him? He's the best.
The name sounds familiar. Ben Knight.
You definitely know who he is. He's
so
been
maybe
to the shop all the time. He's the best.
That.
Shout out to Ben. He got me into skating.
What up, Ben?
And he's like sitting here like.
Who is this?
But yeah, so he got me into skating, and my mom, I don't think really realized, like, you know, when you're a kid, you go through phases, and like she probably just thought it was another phase. Like she was always supporting me with whatever I did. But I don't think she realized that it was something, like she was always supportive, would take me to skate parks, like didn't really understand it, but like would try her best, you know? But she was always like, whatever, supportive. But I think she didn't realize until like middle school, like how much I actually liked it. And then like she would let me like quit soccer, and I was like, screw soccer, dude. It's ruining my life.
I played baseball for one season. I never really played sports, and I just never really got into it as much. And skating was always kind of like something I had an interest in for some reason. I remember always being a Tony Hawk fan.
Yeah.
But I played baseball for one season when I lived in Mississippi. We lost every game.
Oh, you're from Mississippi?
Not originally. I moved there, though. I moved around a little bit.
So are you from here?
I'm from West Virginia.
Oh, West Virginia.
Yeah. Lived there for a little bit. Then I moved to Charlotte. Then to Tennessee, then to Mississippi, then back to Charlotte.
Is it because of parents' work or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just new jobs and shit, you know. But either way, I don't know. I think I remember I had a friend or something in 4th grade, and I went to Soul Ride.
4th grade, dang. How old were you when you started?
Pretty young.
Yeah.
But I started in 4th grade, went to Soul Ride, and used to do like lessons.
Oh, okay.
Did that for like half a year, a full year, and then I quit.
Yeah. I think everybody goes to that phase where they stop, and then they get back on. They're like, why did I quit? Yeah. You know?
I wish I didn't quit.
Yeah. 8th grade, I kind of fell off a little bit, but I got back on 9th grade.
I would say in middle school, I got a penny board. 6th grade, I had a penny board. I customized it. I remember I was hyped. And then I used to just roll around the penny board in my neighborhood. Yeah. And then
so you've always like been like, you've known what skating is, and you've had an interest in it, but you didn't really pick it up until like middle school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
think 7th grade or 8th grade.
So you haven't even been skating for, I mean, you're 19,
I've been skating
right?
Yeah, 19. Probably, honestly, I've been skating for 6, 7 years probably. Maybe a little longer, maybe a little shorter.
I think mine's like 8 years. I think I started when I was like, could be 9 years now, actually.
9 years?
Wow.
That's a long time.
That's crazy.
And you're still young. It's crazy to think about it, like, to think that you started at that stuff when you were so young.
I know. And like, I don't know. Yeah. I guess like, I don't know. It is so weird. Like, I didn't even realize like what it could do for me. You know, back then I was just getting into it because I was like, oh, this is fun. Like, whatever. And then once you start learning like all the opportunities and like all like, I think like people that view skating and like they don't really know what it's about, like just like regular, or not regular people, but like not skaters. They have no idea like what the skate community is like the insides of it. Like, you know what I mean?
It has like, a lot of times it has a bad rep, you know?
Oh, definitely.
And I guess I understand, because, you know, there's a lot of times skaters try to portray an image, and it can always be things that are labeled as bad or whatever.
And like getting kicked out of spots and stuff. Yeah.
I can easily say though, I can easily say it's got to be one of the greatest things I've ever picked up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't have any regrets.
I don't know what I would, honestly, I know so many people say that, but like seriously, I don't know what I would be doing without skating.
Every day I'm like, what do I want to do today?
Skate.
Go skate.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd probably be working
in school, like, dude, I just think about skateboarding literally all the time.
Same. Yeah, and it's cool because it gives you like a whole different perspective too. Like anywhere you go, it's like you'll look at a fucking curb and you're like, wow.
Ooh, I could do something. Like, it's crazy, and it's so sick too.
People just walk upstairs, not even think.
But I'm looking at the hammer on the way up, you know.
Stairs, whatever it is.
But
little ledges on the side of the road, a bench.
Exactly.
People don't think twice about that.
Speaking of, NC State had so many spots, dude. I wish I had brought my board. I couldn't even skate though because my heel, but oh my gosh.
NC State, don't they have? It's like a big brick.
It's brick everywhere.
It's like a 10 or 12 stair.
I don't even know. That's pretty sick, dang.
I feel like maybe it's not the right college. I should know, but I don't off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know stuff like that. But yeah, skating on brick though, that's like the best.
I do.
I don't know why. Just I love it.
Especially like, I feel like there's a difference. Maybe people will know what I'm talking about. Maybe they won't. But you go to like Plaza Inwood, right, where Armada used to be. The brick there is super rough, but you go to places like colleges.
And it's smooth.
It's like smooth brick, yes.
And you can still like your speed. You don't lose speed. You know, you don't. Have to
you
push
barely
any.
feel the cracks. You just kind of like.
And the sound of it, like
Yeah.
filming. I feel like filming lines with that,
Love
so
that
sick.
shit.
I feel like it makes it like 10 times better to look at. You know.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you like VX footage?
Yeah, I
love
do.
VX footage.
Yeah.
I was just talking about that yesterday with somebody.
I think it's so sick.
I love HD footage, but I feel like VX gets a lot of hate now, but still.
Yeah, definitely. But I think it's cool. It, like, kind of throws you back. You know.
Yeah.
But
It's got a nostalgic. It's such a feeling that it gives you.
So what does skateboarding mean, and why do I keep doing it? It's addictive.
Super addictive. Skateboarding is super addictive.
Yeah.
Even
seriously.
on days when like, you know, I can be kind of like a pissy guy
Yeah.
at times. You know, I can get a
Oh
little
yeah, and just
hot-headed.
go out and skate,
And
and then
then,
you're good.
Or I'll go out and skate and I'll get really mad, but then I'll be
Yeah.
like, man,
Yeah.
skating,
Yeah.
screw this, and then the next day I'm like,
Then you're
Yeah,
back
let's go
on. You're
skate.
good. Yeah. No, dude. You always have your good and bad days of skating. You know, like some days you'll go out and you can land every single one of your tricks, and for no reason the next day you can't land anything. You know,
Yeah.
it sucks, but
I think in
it's
a
part
sense,
of it.
kind of an interesting lesson, but like, in a sense that kind of teaches self-love for me at
Definitely.
least, because it's like
You learn a lot, like, you know, about yourself. I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like, and
And
your
it-
limits.
you have to learn how to like respect yourself
Yep,
and your
not
physical
push-
body,
not
and
push
just like
yourself over.
understand that
edge.
if you are having bad days or if you can't get a trick, like
Just
it's okay.
Yeah.
You just have to sit there
Yeah.
and be like, you know
'Cause
what?
you know, like you'll be able to tomorrow or the next day. You know.
I mean, and that's also like, that being said, when you're trying really hard for a trick, there's a whole lot of discipline that goes into that.
Oh
There's
yeah,
a whole lot of
definitely.
physical labor and mental labor that you have to put in to learn.
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to
skateboarding
try it
is
again.
literally just like life. You know, like what I mean? Like you're trying to trick and you're not landing it and you're getting frustrated, but you gotta like just like I feel like frustration can run me over and like
Mhm.
then I can't even land the trick because I'm so mad. You know.
get in that mindset,
But you
and
just
it
have to
screws you
turn
up.
the switch off and just relax, take a
Yeah.
deep breath, and go and keep trying.
Yeah. And you can apply that to anything. Like
Exactly,
if you,
yeah.
If you're trying to apply for a job, you know, I've applied to
Yeah.
jobs and got denied, and I wanted to be like, you know,
Yeah.
like screw having a job. But at the end of the day, it's like,
You gotta have a job.
yeah, you,
No, I'm
you gotta
playing.
have a job for one. You gotta have a job
Yeah.
because I can't be no bum. And then number two,
can't
it's
give
like,
up.
Nah, it is sometimes. Just not everything works out.
No, yeah.
What else is? There's no way that's only. I know it's taught me more. I just gotta think about it. What else?
I'm
is skateboarding
yeah.
taught me?
I mean, it's led me to a lot of good people, like all my good
Yes,
friends.
I was gonna say a lot of good people around.
And I see them at Eastland. Like I know so many more people now.
Yeah,
Like
me too.
the skating community, I just feel like everyone clicks pretty easily because we all have something in common, you know. So it's definitely brought friends, definitely.
Something interesting for me actually is when I first got into skating around whatever middle school
Yeah.
and whatnot, and I started watching a lot more skate videos. I grew up listening to primarily just punk rock,
Yeah,
metal
yeah.
music, you know, shit along the
Yeah,
lines of that.
uh-huh.
Another introduced me to
A
a lot
whole
of
nother
music.
genre of-
Yeah,
yeah.
like never
That's
listened
so
to
true.
hip hop. Now I love hip hop.
Yep. And
some of
skate
my favorite-
videos too.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, I'd watch skate videos
Yeah,
and
they
I'd
have
find
like,
new
yep,
music.
Uh-huh.
And I think I can easily say that some of my favorite artists, you know, music's super important to me.
Yeah,
I love
okay,
music,
yeah.
listen to it every day.
Yeah.
And some of my favorite artists have come just from watching
yeah.
skate videos or
It's
just
crazy.
whatever. Diving in deeper with songs that I find. And
Yeah.
I'll find other artists. I'll find whatever new genres and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Actually,
I never was into video games like that.
yeah, I never really.
I was
played
always
Tony
just
Hawk
out
games.
skating.
Yeah.
And
But-
I didn't even watch video parts either when I was little. I don't
Really?
know why. I wasn't into it. I just was skating, you know? Like
No, I feel you.
But then I got into it.
I feel like when
eventually,
you're
but-
younger too, like that type of stuff is like.
Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, they're good. Like, but like I just want to go skate and get better, you know?
Yeah, you don't really think about it.
Yeah.
But Tony Hawk video games didn't influence. I never really played them, but I remember like I said it a little earlier. I was always like super into Tony Hawk for some reason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
He's dope.
I remember there was like a McDonald's toy that was Tony Hawk, and I was like dying to get that toy.
Did you get it?
I think I got it.
Dang.
And then so that was my inspiration, a McDonald's toy.
Yep. Okay, yeah. So I did play Skate 3 for a little bit.
Play Skate 3. Skate 2
my
too.
friend Ben,
Skate 1.
the one that got me into skating, we used to
Skate 2 too.
show on his Xbox, and I was talking to you. I did my first kickflip on that Tony Hawk board, the skateboarding one, where like the skate game with the board, and you would move and balance around.
It was like a hoverboard.
I landed my first kickflip on that.
How was that possible?
The Tony Hawk game led me. I don't know. It was in my grass. I have a video on it. I think I posted it on YouTube. Somebody could probably go and find it right now. Yeah.
Georgia Martin Kickflip's Tony Hawk.
Yes. I don't know what I named it, but it's probably something stupid. But yeah. So I guess that Tony Hawk game led me to
That's actually
land
awesome.
not my first kickflip on a real board,
but
whatever.
to land a kickflip on that too is like there's no grip to it.
Yeah, I know.
And it was
what
like
was I
what,
thinking?
this
Somehow
long?
I did it. Yeah. And it's heavy.
Yeah.
I remember it being heavy.
That's interesting. That's actually sick though.
I don't know.
Social media, I mean, obviously, like you go on. Back in the day, I mean, not that I would know necessarily. I didn't live back in the day, technically, but it was all about video parts. Yeah, getting video parts and buying VHSs or DVDs, and
And
dedicating.
competitions, I guess too.
Yeah, it's competitions for sure. But it was like, I mean, what? You didn't see any clips of a specific person until the video part came out.
Exactly.
Now you go on Instagram,
And getting
you go on
known
YouTube.
back then had to been so hard.
Way different now. Way
Yeah.
different. There's people that are. I mean, look, we have skate YouTubers.
That are making a bunch of money off
More
of
money
YouTube
than
too.
being-
Yeah,
More
being a
money than
professional
pros.
skater. Yeah.
But it's so different now because I think there's good and there's bad to it because there's so much skating to see. I feel like it's easy to get overshadowed sometimes.
Yeah, and like
Because
compare as well. Like I feel like going on Instagram and you're like, dang, like that girl's so good,
Oh,
or
yeah.
that guy's so good.
With kids, especially being so younger too, it's like
exactly.
you'll see
Yeah,
a
you hear-
12-year-old
yeah,
boy sliding
uh-huh.
Hollywood 16,
And
and
you're
like,
wow.
what?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we've got some crazy kids, but Instagram definitely has brought a lot of, like, I don't know. For me, Instagram has helped a lot. That's how Mike Sinclair got
Mhm.
hooked up with me with Toy Machine and Nike, and I feel like it's helped a lot of people. A lot of kids have gone famous and gotten recognition because of it.
For
Because you can
sure.
just post like
Sure.
like clips that like the barracks they post kids clips
Every day probably too.
yeah.
Yeah, they do. They don't even post like I mean, they post stuff that is at the barracks, but
Yeah,
they'll
no,
find
yeah.
clips that other
And they'll
people have
post them,
filmed
yeah.
and post.
Like the beginning beginning of skating. I don't even like know much. I know it was surfers, right?
Yeah.
And they were skating bowls and they were gnarly,
Mhm.
like on little, like I swear, like 2x4s.
Literally, yeah.
And like rollerblade, they took them off rollerblades, right?
Roller skates,
Yeah.
yep. Roller
Or it's
skating
roller
wheels,
skates, yeah.
whatever, rollerblades, roller
Yeah.
skates.
That's sick.
Barefoot too.
That's sick.
The evolution is crazy. I mean, we literally I don't know if we have any right now, but we just got the Series 12 Powell Peralta boards, the reissues.
Rodney Mullen's deck is
That's
insane.
the one I was gonna bring up, and
It's
you
a
could just
popsicle
look
stick.
at them. They're literally like
Yeah.
crazy shapes, and especially the Rodney Mullen one, like you said,
Mhm.
it's super tiny and there's no shape to it.
No, not at all.
Versus
It's
now,
just flat.
it's like
Yeah,
there's
dude,
concave on all the
it's
boards,
insane.
popsicles.
We've got
the
some
center
old
shape.
boards over there, yeah. But yeah, it's definitely come a long way with style and tricks. Like,
Style
what
and
did Rodney?
tricks.
I know Rodney did the kickflip.
Tray flip too, I believe.
tray flip?
Maybe I don't know everything for sure, but
Yeah,
I know he did a lot of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I'm sure there's people watching now at like, I don't know, whoever a big name of skateboarding is, old heads could be watching it, and it's
And
just
being like shaking their head.
just like how is this even possible? They never would have expected people
Oh,
to be
okay,
grinding
yeah.
triple king
Oh,
trails
yeah,
down
yeah, yeah.
30 stairs and just
Yeah.
It's crazy. And the kickflip was on accident too.
yeah, legit. It's
It was.
Yeah, he was just
Yep.
trying to ollie, I think, and
board
said it in the
flip.
documentary.
Oh, it flipped over, and he
Flipped
was like,
over.
"Oh my god."
And then he was just studying a bunch of math, and he was like, "How did I do that?" And
Rodney
figured
Mullen
it
is
out.
sick.
That's
Yeah.
so crazy. I didn't know that.
But
Yeah.
also the evolution almost makes you like really appreciate the older guys more
oh,
because
definitely.
it's like
Because back then, like, it was so much harder for them. Like,
oh yeah.
coming up with tricks, not
Just to
knowing there
figure
was
it
no
out.
like how-to videos on YouTube. Like, they had to figure it out on their own. You
Yeah.
know, they didn't have like technology like that too.
And if you watch older videos too, it's like a lot of the people still got tech. Like it's like
Oh,
I know. I think a lot of people think that
Back then, it
technical
was just
skating
like,
was like is new, but
Yeah. Not
I've
at
seen
all.
videos of dudes doing like flip ins, flip outs, 180s in,
Oh,
flip
yeah.
outs, shove it in, whatever, you know,
Yeah.
switch this, switch
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
But
definitely. Style back then was so sick too. Like
It was.
the clothing and like just the videos of it all. I don't know. I think that was so sick.
It's got a whole different vibe to it.
Oh,
It's got
yeah,
a whole
I
different
know.
vibe to it. It's
I
kinda
wonder if like all the old heads, like if they're like looking down, they're like,
the old
because
heads.
some people like I feel like shake their head on the skate community now and saying that like
Probably.
we've kind of, I don't know, like I don't know why necessarily. I guess Instagram and like I don't know, we're bringing in like a new wave or
I've heard a lot of people use the term jock to
Okay, yeah,
describe
yeah.
skateboarding now.
Yeah.
When it comes to like, you know, competition skaters and
Exactly.
SLS
Yeah.
or the
like
Olympic
Nigel
skateboarding.
Houston gets a lot of hate because he's
Mhm.
not. I don't know.
I mean, he's obviously a beast, you know, but some
He
people
is.
just are like,
He is a beast.
they don't understand the whole, you know, his style of skating. I mean, obviously he goes crazy in the streets, but
He
he's-
also rips competition.
yeah, I mean, he's got.
I
what?
feel like just take your way, really. I mean, you know, if you want to be a competition skater and you're good at it, just go for it. And or if you want to film video parts and skate in the street. But we have skaters that do it both. Plenty of skaters
Oh yeah,
that are insane.
it's nice to have a little mix.
Oh yeah,
You
definitely,
always want to have your bag deep.
definitely. Street and park and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I
So
feel like
I
that's
started
all.
trying to skate transition.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I can't just be a street skater. I
Yeah.
gotta learn some transition.
And it's
stuff.
fun, like being
Super
able to
fun.
just hit quarter pipes and then
Super
go in and hit a box or something. You know.
Almost more fun in my opinion.
Oh, definitely. Makes you look more flow. You know.
You go fast.
Yeah.
It's just you feel nice. You're like, wow, I just did that.
Well,
on a
yeah.
quarter pipe.
That. Yeah.
Shit.
Thanks for
I'll get in with
watching.
the outro, you know. Yeah, thanks y'all for watching.
We need a name. If you guys can suggestions, because we're struggling on it. Look who it is.
Yeah,
can
we were
he,
trying
can
to
he,
think
can
of,
we can we get a guest
Yeah,
we were
appearance
trying
in
to
here?
think of some clever names, but
because come
we
We need
can't.
help.
Yeah,
Come
thanks
here.
for tuning in, y'all. Oh yeah, you gotta
Make an appearance.
We got a special guest before we leave. He want to speak to y'all real quick. He got something to say. What up?
What's up, dude? How are you?
All right, y'all.
Good, what y'all doing?
Y'all have a
We're
good
just-
one.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching, y'all. Keep tuning in if you want. We'll probably have
More.
more
Yeah,
of
we're
these.
bringing more.
You know, to get more and more professional as it comes along the way. If this one was a little
Name
janky,
suggestions,
you know,
though, please.
don't worry about it. It'll get better and
Yeah,
better.
we're working on it.
But yeah, we'll have more special guests too. This ain't the only one, y'all.
No.
Just wait on it. Just wait on it. 2021. Just wait
It's
on
gonna
it.
be popping.